Alright, you watching. It's complicated, bro. This nigga go. I love his questions. Love his thought. Serving women. Serving is depending on what you mean by serving. Uh, let me. Serving women. I serve like my baby mama. Do that count?
Would you agree
Cause she's the mother of my child. So it's like,
that men are socialized to be gentlemen that protect and provide for women?
No.
I agree.
That's comical. Definitely not. That's funny.
What you mean, goofy?
Maybe half of them.
I agree that men are supposed to be the ones that protect a woman. That's what they're socialized to be. I thought you said socialized.
Socialized to be gentlemen, I do not think so anymore. I do think that there is still a pressure to protect and provide.
Bro, be a gentleman, we just naturally become. It's very hard. You gotta think about it. It's not too many dudes that's like not a gentleman. Like, what dude y'all when y'all walk into a store or something on some frail shit? Y'all telling me not one dude hold the door for you when you come in, not one dude say that? Cause like on the average, how many females in this world actually say thank you to a man that opened a door or something for them or helped them in some type of way?
But I think that we've lost a little bit of the gentleman manners and courtship along the way.
Are there some men who go as far as putting women up on pedestals?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to find them.
They hard to find though. Let me just say it.
For my personal opinion, the girl needs to be treated like a princess, you know.
Why do so many men think women were put on this earth to serve them, cook, clean, and pump out babies?
From a biblical standpoint of what we were taught, like growing up, and what we've seen from the generations that raised us.
Maybe because like they think like girls needs to stay in the kitchen and help the man, and the man needs to go and like to work and make money, you know. It's not fair, but
having children and growing the population was very necessary for survival. And
it's still necessary for survival. How we gonna grow as a humanity?
And
if we not continue the cycle of what we've been doing,
it was kind of
why is we cancellating things? For what reason? Because females wanna work. They can work, but we just also saying you gotta realize if you're in a family, bro, you putting yourself through a lot of work to just live a life.
made like a routine for
Gotta go to work.
for women.
Gotta work. You gotta make sure your kids cool, situated and stuff. You still gotta give them some type of that feminine like aspect of emotional and abilities. Cause I'm not gonna lie, that's what both parents is better than just one parent. Because one parent is not 100% in tune with their emotions, but the other person can be in tune with their emotion. One is more logical, one is more emotional. So you have both of those, and you put that into a kid. That kid 9 out of 10 might become the best specimen you ever can produce. I'm sorry.
To stay at home and raise the children while men did very dangerous jobs.
They still do dangerous jobs
and went to war and things of that.
They still going to war.
Nature.
Or they training to prepare for war. Still a thing. Why everybody acting like it's not?
And they think that women are not strong enough
Y'all are very strong, but you gotta think about
to hold such power like them.
It's not about that. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It is not true that most females in this world.
So they're like
Is it not true that most females in this world, on some for real shit, are irrational people? They make irrational thoughts, they make irrational decisions, and they decide on those irrational decisions to finalize it and make it clear that they chose a wrong thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that dudes are very good at leading, but you can clearly tell that they've been doing a pretty good job in surviving. I also just think that the people that's behind the scenes controlling stuff, people that's the men are of the faces of not of any leadership. I also think that there are emotional people too, but also I think it's a little different because I think they might be controlled a little more than a a female would, but a female also a lot of things can happen to them behind the scenes that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you're like my sidekick, but I'm the main man in the house.
Household leader, the head
It's
of.
about sidekick. It's about like we as a team, but you gotta realize somebody gotta like put more weight on their shoulders for y'all can have a better life and better household. Cause you gotta realize I don't go fuck with nobody say a family and a job. You gotta sacrifice one of those to have a happy life. You cannot have a happy life with both unless you are one of those lucky people that can combine their family life and their work at home. It's like, but not too many people do that. A lot of people go to work. A lot of people have to work because they gotta pay fucking bills and rent. Rents and bills are too fucking high. They shouldn't even be this expensive to live somewhere that's dangerous and hear gunshots and potentially get killed. But that's none of my business. People are stupid.
House, which does not mean to be dogmatic, strong, and the one that rules everything, even though he is the high priest of his house. He is supposed to do it in fairness. He is to listen to his wife and her opinions because she sees from all angles. He only sees from a few angles.
That's cap. But it is good to have another person tell me their ideas, and that is true.
The man will just go work and.
You gotta think about who brain is depending on who brain is more like able to expand and adapt more. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying when somebody give like a woman give their opinion about something. I'm not saying disclaim every fucking thing they say. Listen to it. If it lines up with your ideas or it sounds better, go with it. But
The woman staying at home taking care of the kids is kind of a dated mindset now.
Now let's flip that. Why do so many women think men were put on this earth to serve them, risk their lives, open doors, and pay for stuff?
Perhaps some women deserve to have those things.
why?
Why do women just deserve that?
Because that's just how life happened. Women were born to be the ones that men take care of, men provide for, men treat with chivalry and respect, and that just doesn't happen anymore.
The man
Cap.
does not have to hold
Y'all want to let it happen because y'all betray people too fast before you even get to that stage.
a child in their stomach for like 9 months and go through that
That's y'all number one thing.
pain and that body change.
When you go through that body change, you can work it back out. You don't think dude's body can change too? A dude can get fat. Most dudes that get fat, they stay fat. I'm sorry, it's truth. Y'all realize fat is just something that you build on because you eat and become lazy. If you stop being lazy, you will still have the body that you had before. And people keep forgetting about time. Eventually, you're not gonna look the same how you was 5 years ago.
Also,
I don't look the same the way
a lot of places,
I grew up.
men still get paid a lot more than
Mental is different.
women. So for the amount of work that women put out, it's equivalent to men, but they're getting paid less. So why shouldn't a guy buy dinner? You know?
Why y'all don't buy?
I mean, does a woman provide children for every man she dates?
No.
So then why does a man have to provide all those things for every woman that he dates? I mean, until a woman is having your kids, why do you owe her anything?
This nigga spinning. What the fuck? Why do we do that? We don't most of the time we don't see ourselves marrying or having kids with this woman. But yeah, we doing all this.
Purpose of dating is marriage. I mean, some people will think otherwise, but I
how many dates you been on? What's your body count?
think the purpose of dating is marriage.
What's your body?
That's the goal.
Ask that question next.
So why do women often expect husband duties without giving wife benefits?
That's a good question. Like, that is a good
I need to meet you.
question. I agree with you because how can you expect to be a wife and you treat them like they're nothing? For me, whenever I date somebody, I show that and I cook for them and I take care of them because
But yet it didn't work out. Cause what
I want them to understand I have really strong feelings for you.
I mean, how does that equate to equality of the sexes?
I'm gonna be honest.
But something, I don't know. I feel like anybody in this world that's single, don't got some type of partner, gotta take accountability. It's not just their free. It's not their fault they didn't want to be with you. You gotta take. It's something probably wrong with you that you never realized, and they probably another person that didn't tell you step by step what's wrong with you, or you probably didn't want to listen to the things that's wrong with you.
I think marriage nowadays is like a contract. It's like I provide this, you provide that. If you.
It's not a marriage. A relationship is a contract. If you're not a contract in the sense of like a legal sense, a contract is like we both grown adults. We both got to take some responsibility of something. You take control of this, I take control of that. We live together. We coexist together. We end up being a happy life.
You have a kid for me or whatever, you know. I mean,
hasn't marriage always been a contract?
Always. A relationship is a contract.
Not necessarily.
with God. Under God.
No, fuck that. Y'all people are stupid. A relationship is a contract, regardless of the matter.
God.
If you happen to go by the Bible, Eve was considered to be a helpmate. So if anyone was put here to serve, wouldn't it be women?
Yup.
Sure, if you went by the Bible, I suppose that would be true.
And you gotta go based on how even caveman, even evolution, you gotta pay attention. How
Bible.
earrings, ill. You saw how air that shit's dragging down. Now you gotta think about evolution on some real shit. Think about how cavemans was. The caveman, the man himself, grow out, them that die for food, just to give back to his family.
Bible says that in the beginning they were co-equals and co-heirs, and he says, like, that's in Genesis, says that they were supposed to be one and working together, and so people mistake that nowadays.
Why should men serve women if women don't want to consider serving men?
That's a good question, honestly. How can you expect someone to treat you like a king and you treat them like a peasant?
Why should men serve women if women aren't trying to serve men?
Right, today you have independent women who don't want to serve men, so why should men still consider serving women? Or still be expected to serve?
It's because it's like we playing. It's like a catch and chase a mouse. I guess we constantly keep trying to play the catching game, trying to see if we can get a female that will submit to us. I think a lot of dudes do a lot of things to be happy.
Serve women.
It don't work out.
I think it also has to do with like us being on a pedestal at the same time, because
Y'all not on the pedestal. Y'all are the most common.
we think that's what we're supposed to have, and when guys put us up there,
There's more females than there are dudes in the world. So therefore, if something is more, it's common.
we kind of think like expect it.
So do you think it's true that women...
You know how many times I saw a blonde-haired woman, a brown-haired woman that looked damn the same, scary?
expect preferential treatment from men while men are taught to give preferential treatment to women?
Yeah.
So if that's true, why are so many women complaining about how hard it is to be a woman in our society?
I feel like it's hard in other ways, but not in that type of way, relationship-wise. I just feel like sometimes I feel like being respected, and
I feel like it's all
like being seen more as like an object than a person.
So why do you think women want equality in everything?
I said an object person. Y'all literally look at us like an object. Y'all look at us as an object that can protect you and also give y'all dick and money. Do not act like y'all treat us like people too.
Dating.
When the last time a female or a person in this world ever asked a man, are you okay? How was your day? Are you everything good with your mental? I guarantee most females in this world probably get checked up on way more than dudes. Hence why suicide.
Because they want to continue to be spoiled. They want to have it their way. Like it's kind of like their world and you're living in it.
Do you think men have yet to be liberated from their servitude to women?
I feel like yes. Like I said before, everything's changing. I feel like men are starting to learn that.
No, I don't think so. I think dudes are still doing the same thing.
They also deserve things as well.
I think the S word people exist because without them, like you think about that. Think
so I feel like everything's changing. The men are learning their worth as well.
A lot of them.
So I feel like it's
beautiful.
Definitely,
that part's beautiful.
Just how our society is set up. You know, our society.
Well, if men were the ones who set up society and created a patriarchy, why would men be held more responsible than women? How does that benefit us?
Whew. I would say, geez, it really doesn't. Now, does it?
Obviously, your point of view is clear. You're like, men have always had to step it up, and why do women? Rah, 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 rah.
Look, she ain't even listen to this man say. She's just mumbling over him.
I mean, we're such a multifaceted population. The human condition is different depending on where you live, what kind of money you make. If you're a woman who grew up uneducated and all she can do is be a mother, then yes, she needs a man.
And she could be a businesswoman too. You can teach someone like that how to make money, how to do things.
Who can provide for her. But if you're a modern woman and you grew up in a place where you can be educated, then you don't
Just because of education.
Need a man to pay for the first date, unless he wants to. A lot of men love to, but
A lot of men want to because they want to feel like a man still. But I also think if she not finna go home with you, if y'all not finna have sex, if y'all not finna date, like actual date, go together, you are mine, you shouldn't pay 100% of the bill. It should be 50-50 because at that point y'all are friendships. Y'all are friends on a date, eating food. That's all y'all are, especially if she don't have any intentions of going back home with you. She is just a woman, a friend that you could talk to time to time, and your parent, you spending money on her. I just think it should be 50-50 if y'all going on dates. Now, if it was like one of those dates y'all trying to like really get in, like y'all both feeling each other and y'all just wanted to see a date would change it up, you potentially could, but I just recommend you shouldn't go somewhere expensive. For what? Why? Then none of this shit gonna matter when y'all pass away anyway, so you might as well do more adventurous stuff like, I don't know, go to an arcade, go on a hike, do something, play mini golf, nigga, top golf or something.
I'm happy to split it.
It's equal because they say, oh, feminism, like girls are equal to guys, blah blah blah, but at the end they're not, you know.
So why are women these days so mangry?
Mangry?
Take that sweater off.
You gotta describe mangry to me, man. Like,
what is hangry?
Hangry, like hungry, angry. So you mean like mad and angry? Angry? That's what mangry means?
Mangry.
Wow, that's a new
one.
But
oh my God, why you just inform these motherfuckers about that? Now they finna just be saying it just to say it now, bro.
Makes sense. It's because men suck.
What I just say?
We just have higher standards.
Well,
so how
hangry means
y'all got higher standards.
Food angry, then doesn't mangry mean what?
Man angry?
Yes.
Yeah, so why are women man angry with men? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why do women wake up and just mad every day?
I always will ask that too. How can y'all wake up angry? How can y'all wake up sad? How do that even make sense? I always wonder how anybody, I'm not gonna say female, how can anybody wake up mad or sad? My nigga, you lucky you're alive. Do you know how many people that's not alive anymore in this world? I wake up every day happy knowing that I open my eyes up, bro. I'm happy that I can take my first breath. Like, y'all are stupid. I'm sorry.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just mad with life for no reason.
Programming that we have on social media with all these women that are very upset when we are supposed to be working together. So that's what I believe.
Yeah, and I just believe like generations change, so it's like women are becoming more dominant, and it comes off as maybe mangry, but we're really just, you know, we're learning that we can also be workers and also provide as well. So I just feel like it's just changing. Everything's just changing.
But I think a modern man, as we evolve as a society, would want a woman who can also bring in money. Because if you're both bringing in money, you can afford places like Vegas and spend it all and have a good time.
Spend it all and have a good time. It's sound like you're a lonely woman.
Why have a woman who's just there to serve you, and she's not a full
walking up behind
person? She's not going to be as fun to be around.
He kill you.
Is there a female version of chivalry?
Yes. But not like chivalry, it's more like just submitting. That our chivalry is submitting. So
Right, but doesn't a man kind of like be chivalrous before the woman's going to submit?
Way before.
Yes, absolutely.
So then,
some do. Yes.
why does the man always have to be the first one to give? Would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege?
No.
Is there a female version of chivalry?
Well, we do everything all the time anyway. Like,
just sound like single moms, single friends that been lonely for a long time, and just because y'all got a bag, y'all just think y'all better than people.
We
That's what it sounds like.
literally do everything.
Literally do everything.
I was gonna say like maybe sexually.
Aren't men expected to be chivalrous in platonic relationships while women are expected to be chivalrous in intimate relationships?
He knew where we were going with that.
Yeah, that nigga smart.
So aren't men expected to be chivalrous on a grander scale?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, fucking y'all men.
It's complicated.
Would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege?
I guess in the way it's defined, yeah.
So is chivalry sexist?
Yes, it is. But it's like one of those rare exceptions where it's like not a negative form of sexism, I guess you could say.
Well,
It's kinda weird.
Wouldn't that mean that women are okay with sexism only when it benefits them?
Of course. Oh.
Some women, yes.
Okay, so then why are women surprised that there are men out there?
Okay, you know most people that probably don't like his videos is people who don't get out and don't ask people questions and study people. When you ask females and date females for a long time, bro, you kind of learn things and things that most people will never tell you.
There who don't trust or respect women when there are women who say they want equality but only complain about the double standards that don't benefit them.
Well, I think that no one's perfect. There are a lot of women out there that can be selfish.
I was raised by women, and
Zing's perfect, but you can be better.
you know, I would say there's been a lot of things that women had to go through that, you know, that isn't right.
Aren't there a lot of things that men had to do?
Bro, you're black. What are you talking about? We had to go through a lot of stuff just based on our race. Don't get me wrong, females still had to go through it too, but what's the chances? Who died more? Death is more crazy and traumatic. Torture is traumatic. Going to work, slaving away is still bad. Why are people acting like slavery is not bad? Like, yeah, we work for a little amount of money for hours.
Being sacrificed in war?
Taking all our life away, our time, our energy away.
Yes.
I mean, you ever heard these
YouTubers, streamers, people that like make Amazon, Elon Musk, the new fucking rich dude now, the dude that fucking owns Hennessy and all that bullshit, Drake and them, all them niggas. People keep saying, oh, they don't really have to give back and stuff. Fuck all that. Y'all crazy. Bro, these people got millions of dollars, billions of dollars. What you mean they don't have to give back? What y'all talking about? Without us, without the consumers, without the customers, they wouldn't even make money. What are we talking about? So we deserve something back. Y'all idiots. Oh my God, I hate this world.
The expression ladies first? Didn't women always have special privileges that men didn't?
This is true. This is true.
I think there's a lot of sexism in a past time, but there was also a lot of great things in the old-fashioned way. I think men did have a lot of respect for women and treated them well. They also did not see them as equals in the same regard. So
They still do that.
I think you always know the difference between being sexist and minimizing a woman, and
There's a lot of times where women have been underappreciated, but to specifically answer your question, I would say, yeah, like you're pretty on the nose. Actually, I hate to say it, but yeah, like it's
hard for you to think about it, huh?
We are catering to women.
For no reason.
Why should men spend?
I'm not gonna say for no reason, but like we're doing it too hard for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
So much time on self-improvement and grooming themselves to please toxic women that just want to use them and bring nothing to the table.
I feel
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. I feel like
fucking do it.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, do not do it.
I think we just need to stop like expecting things from the opposite sex, like certain things, and we should just, you know, be good to each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just treat each other with the same respect. I mean, we're all people. We just need to start acting like it.
Why is manhood more likely defined as a servitude to women than womanhood is defined as a servitude to men?
I've honestly never really heard as men being subservient to women. But then again, that's my upbringing.
I mean, isn't the whole idea of chivalry putting women up on a pedestal?
Yes, but not all men are chivalrous.
But
most men are.
Aren't men?
You probably see more chivalrous men than you're gonna see coward bullshit, jerk, dickhead, like type.
Expected to be chivalrous. I mean, you know, you're not a real man unless you're a gentleman, right?
Exactly.
Well, there's a difference between being just a general gentleman and being chivalrous. I feel like being chivalrous is kind of going above and beyond.
That's what we do already.
Well, if a man's going to be in a relationship with a woman, isn't he expected to be a chivalrous man?
Yup.
In
she don't answer that because he knows.
Certain aspects, yes, but you know,
we have to first have the confidence to go up to a woman and be open to the rejection. Then we have to pay for the date. We're opening the doors. We have to give the romantic.
We gotta start the conversation though.
We have to
we gotta continue the conversation because if we are boring in any way, they're gonna try
be
to leave us or try to leave. And
romantic, and we have to say the right things at the right time.
if we don't, they can easily revolt I going home with them card.
You know, we're working. There's all these things. We have a certain level of perfection that we have to hit, and you know, we have to muscle through our pain and things that we're.
And then we gotta somehow, bro, we are going through a lot of shit, bro. What the fuck?
We're going through personally and hold up not only our family but our kids as well, and
also we gotta be open enough to take in how they feel. We gotta be able to express how we feel. We gotta be able to still be that top nigga. We gotta still somehow not be too much of a soft person because if we are too soft, they potentially might see we are an easy target, easy.
But behind every strong man is a strong woman. So if a woman is not supporting a man in a proper way, how is he supposed to be strong?
That too. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna add to that. Bro, I need to do Rumble too. I don't know how to set that shit up. I'll be fucking up. For me, I'm not gonna lie. So I can just say that I could personally say that if a woman is helping you out, she actually doing her job and providing the feeling that she is a woman, you will become a better man. You will become stronger than what you think you will be. I also think that if she is a submissive, peaceful woman, you become peaceful, and you don't even have to be aggressive or always tense all the time because she have common sense. She has morals, responsibility that she know that she don't have to stress you out. It's like